Hey everyone, this is Syntax, and what you guys are watching right now is my official solo speedrun attempt for my newest map, Geometrical Ascension. Now, because I made the map, I'm not going to be taking up any spots on the leaderboards with my times, but I am going to put them at the bottom of each leaderboard so you know how fast it can be done, and maybe you have a frame of reference to try and beat my time. Now, in the background is just my official speedrun attempt, but this video is basically just to go over some basic tips everyone needs to know to be able to beat the map, and then after I go over those tips, I'm going to be going over specific speedrun tips, especially for solo and what I did in my game to try and optimize it and beat it as quickly as you can. If you haven't already attempted to beat the map, I do have to warn you that this is an extremely difficult zombies map. It's actually probably the hardest in the game, so if you don't have a background with Black Ops Zombies or your movement just isn't that great in this game, you're going to struggle when you're playing this. This will probably take you a few attempts to beat. I know for me it took at least 3 solo runs before I actually got a good run, so if you're having trouble, just maybe get some friends. It is up to 4 player, and with all that out of the way, let's get into some really basic tips on how to beat the map. First tip I have for you guys today is to keep moving. The zombies are not on a round-based system. There is no gap between when they will stop spawning, so if you stop moving, that gives the zombies a chance to catch up to you, run up to you, hit you, kill you, and we don't want that to happen, so just continue moving while you're playing the map and you should be okay. Coupled with that first tip pretty nicely is avoid aiming down sights. You're going to see me aim down sights quite a few times in this, but that's because I'm pretty good at this map and I can afford to do it, but if you're not the greatest at this map, you want to continue moving and do not aim down your sights. That makes you slower than the zombies, they catch you easier, you'll get distracted walking backwards. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Tip number 3 is look directly at the conditional button when purchasing ammo. I know it's tempting to look at the bullets sitting above the ammo box, but those are just there to display what ammo you will receive when interacting with the conditional button. If you have to crouch to interact with it, but you have to look directly at that button to actually get the ammo. That last tip segues nicely into tip number 4, which is buy ammo in bulk. Now, there are these periods where the zombies, all of them die on the map. They die every minute. They die at 101, 202, 303, so if you're at the 13th minute, they'll die on the 13th second, and that's a great spot to buy as much ammo as possible, but you just need to continue to buy ammo. Now, this doesn't mean stop and sit there and continuously press the button, because that's a great way to get killed, but if you can somehow buy up to 1,000 bullets in one sitting by just circling back around constantly, do it. Ammo is the biggest struggle in this map, and it will pay off. Tip number 5 is zombies spawn in as fast as you kill them. So if there's max zombies on the map and you kill 5 of them will spawn in just as fast as you kill them. If you don't want them to spawn in, just don't kill them, which I guess they will spawn in eventually because all of them die. So do with that information what you will. Speaking of max amount of zombies, the max amount of zombies that can be on the map at any given time is 24. In the original World at War custom zombies map, Octagonal Ascension, and in the original World at War, the max amount of zombies that could be on any given map at any given time was 24. So I just tried to stay true to that, and that's the same for this map. There will only be a max of 24 zombies on this map at any given point. Tip number 7 is the normal zombies deal 15 damage and the red zombies deal 20. This is just good information to know so that you understand you will die in 4 hits to the normal zombies and 3 hits to the red zombies. They also have 100 and 125 health respectively, so yeah, now you know exactly how much damage they deal and exactly how much health they have. Tip number 8 is Lions Paw is the only perk that is applied to separate individuals rather than everyone as a whole. When you buy other perks on this map, including double coins, it applies to every player on the map, but for Lions Paw you have to buy it individually, and if you die you actually lose it. You won't lose any other perks, but you do lose Lion Paw, so again, do with that information what you will. Another great segue into the next tip. Tip number 9 is buy Lions Paw as soon as you can, and by as soon as you can I mean before 25 minutes, because the super zombies actually have more than twice the health these zombies do, so you want to be able to kill them as efficiently as possible, so just get it as soon as you can. You can deal more damage, earn coins faster, and it's just better. And the last tip on my basic list of tips for survival is tip number 10, which is against the super zombies, jump. Now, that sounds super simple, but that's literally the entire tip. Just jump. No, but seriously, when you jump, for whatever reason, when the super zombies are coming at you, their pathing gets very confused. They're not programmed to attack the player when they're jumping for whatever reason, so when they get right up next to you and you jump, they just kind of freeze in place. So it's the best way to combat their extreme speed. And that's pretty much it for all the basic tips. If you follow those 10 tips for survival, you should have no problem beating the map. It's the best way. Just follow every single one of them, do as it said, and you should be able able to beat it with no problem, especially with more than one person. Anyway, with the basic tips out of the way, I do want to cover 7 more specific solo speedrunning strategies slash tips to hopefully help you optimize your solo speedruns if that's something you're interested in doing. So yeah, let's take a look at them. Tip number 1 is to stay in the spawn room until you have 900 coins. Once you buy the first 2 doors, buy the rapid fire SMG, you're just going to want to stay there until you have 900 coins, because that is enough coins to buy up to floor 8 and buy double coins on that floor, and you want to get double coins as soon as possible when you're speedrunning. There is a small ammo box in the first room for that rapid fire SMG, so just continue to buy ammo, and this actually segues nicely into the second tip, which is to constantly kill zombies. In order to get as many coins as fast as possible, you have to continuously be shooting zombies. Tip number 3 is once you have double coins, you want to play until about 15 minutes, and once you hit 15 minutes, you want to buy the LMG and instant reload. Now, I say 15 minutes, but really you just play for a little bit with the double coins, and then buy the LMG, which is on floor 10, and instant reload, which is 2 floors above that on floor 12. Tip number 4 is always stay posted up around ammo boxes. There's actually a medium ammo box next to a blue AR on the 9th floor, so once I buy the LMG on the 10th floor, I just go down to the 9th floor and just stay there till about 20 minutes into the gameplay, then move from there, but always stay next to ammo boxes. Tip number 5 is once you get to the 15th floor, about 20 some minutes in, you want to stay there until you hit about 2,500 coins. 1, because there is no ammo on the floors above the 15th floor, and 2, 2,500 coins is just enough coins to end the game from that floor. Tip number 6 directly stems off of tip number 5. Once you get those 2,500 coins, you want to work your way to the top, buy the top shrine, and then buy a grappler, and I'll explain why in tip number 7. And last but not least, tip number 7, once you have bought that grappler, you want to use a perk location or a weapon location, jump on top of it, use it to fast travel back down to the first floor, buy that bottom shrine, and use your grappler to work your way back up to the top, go through the portal, and end the game. If any of those tips confuse you, don't worry, I'm going to have some words that pop up on the screen explaining what is happening when I am in the areas of the tips I explained, but that is pretty much all I have. That is the best strategies for solo speedrunning this map. I hope this video helped you out, and yeah, this has been Syntax. Later.